Hi, Tamisha. So good to see you. My name is Tedra Phillips, and I'm your counselor for today. How are you doing today?
I am okay. I'm hanging in there.
Okay, good to hear that. So before we start, I would like you to know that we have a confidentiality form that you have to fill. So I want you to know that whatever we say here today remains confidential. It's not going to be shared with anyone, but it's only going to be disclosed on four of these following reasons. And that would be if it has to do, if it's a case of child molestation, if it has to do with you being of harm to yourself or to others, if you are sexually assaulted by your physician or doctor, and if I am being subpoenaed by the courts. So that's the only time and the only reason why we're going to disclose what has been said here today. Do you understand the confidentiality form process?
Yes, I understand it.
Okay, please can you
Mhm.
repeat what I have said just to be sure you understand what I've said today?
From what I got is if I'm sexually assaulted by my physician, if I'm at risk for harming myself and others, if I know of any child neglect or abuse, or if the court subpoenas, you know, that's the only time you will disclose those information.
That's correct. Would you agree to go ahead to sign the form today so we can proceed? All right, then
Sure.
here, it's a pen. Just go ahead and sign. All right. So thank you very much, Stamisha, for coming in today. Can you tell me how I can be of help for you today?
Oh, the reason why I'm here today is because I'm so stressed out at the moment, really, really stressed. Because, like when you realize that you have an addiction and your whole life is turned upside down, your family life, I'm so stressed right now.
Hmm.
Stressed.
Do I hear you say stressed?
Yes, I am stressed. I have a drinking problem, and my husband left, he left me with the kids at home. And, because I am drinking. So, it's not getting any better. So he left. So I'm really stressed right now.
Hmm. Tamisha, so sorry to hear that that your husband left, and you said, if I hear you correctly, you said you have a drinking problem, and it's affecting your home, your relationship, and your husband left you. Could you throw more light? Could you explain more? Like, give me um, what's behind your husband leaving the house? You said you have a drinking problem. That's you mentioned earlier.
Okay. You see, I used to work with this company for years, and they just laid me off like for no reason. Okay, and to find comfort, I realized that I take up this drinking habit. I started drinking from the time I lost my job. That's when it's all started.
Tamisha, I'm so sorry. I know you're feeling so emotional right now. Do you need a moment to relax, to settle down in?
Yes, just let me. Thank you. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be
Okay,
fine.
okay. So I'm really sorry that you have to go through that. I know how hard it is to work for a company and put in your all, and at the end of the day, you get you get fired for really no reason. It's hard. It hurts, and you said that was what led you to drinking. So, so before now, before the incident, you went, were you into, do you usually take alcohol before now?
No, no. I would like not really drink like to, to relieve my pain. Like I would like buy a bottle of, drink when I got home. I would just drink it like now and then, but it wasn't anything. But time now is really affecting me because I'm drinking, not knowing myself. My husband have to come and get me because I'm on the street. I drank a lot of alcohol till I don't even know myself. My husband have to come and get me, and he's the one who said I should come and seek help. So you see where I'm coming from. It's really hard.
Oh, yeah, it's really, it seems like you're going through a lot of things are happening, and you're going through a lot. From what I hear you say, if I hear you correctly, you do not usually drink this much. You would usually buy a bottle of drink and you would drink it when you get home once in a while. But since the whole incident with the job happened, you resulted to drinking to the extent where you drink to stupor, like you get drunk and fall off in the street, and then your husband have to come get you, which is really challenging for you. And it's from all that you said. You said your husband left the house, and now you had broken, you all by yourself. um and it's really a lot you've mentioned right now. And also, what is that thing in all that you've mentioned about your husband leaving, about your drinking addiction? What is that thing you really want us to focus on right now that you really need help with, that's of most priority to you?
You see, at first, I told myself I wasn't an addict, and I said I don't need any help because I wasn't an addict. But now, seeing that
Mhm.
my husband leave, and it take a toll on my kids. My kids were vibrant, they were doing well in school. That's when I realized I realized there's a problem. I just have to admit to myself that I'm addicted to alcohol and I really want to get help. So that's why I'm here today.
Tamisha, I understand. I sympathize with you on all the things, all the challenges you had to go through. I hear you say you're concerned about your kids, and your husband has left, and you realize that you have an addiction that you need to get it worked on, which is, I give you kudos for that. It takes a lot, like a lot, for somebody to own up that you have an addiction, to admit that you have an addiction and you need a help, and you need help with it. So so what I hear you say, if I'm right, is that for the sake of your kids, right, you really want to need help to overcome your addiction. Does that sound right?
Yes, I really want my kids to be happy. I really want them, I really want to have my family back. I really want my husband, for them to be happy. And if they have their dad back home, they will be happy. And that is what I really want, for them to be happy, and about my family again.
Tamisha, um, I would really want to appreciate you for prioritizing your kids as the main thing that you want, and wanting your family back, and wanting everybody to be together again as one family, making that major decision that right now you really want to take that bold step. And in order for you to do that, you've come here today to seek help. So can you walk me through? what kind of relationship did you have with your kids before now, before this whole thing, before the
Oh,
father left?
yes, my kids were all involved. We used to have good times. We would hang out, we would go to the park, we would go shopping. Since the whole thing, they're so withdrawn. They blame me for making their father left. So I really miss having that good time with them. They were, vibrant kids, good kids, you know what I mean? They're really good kids, but now they are withdrawn, and that is even affecting me mentally too, you know. So I really want back my family. I really want to have back my family. Really want to see. I really want to, change. I really want to change from drinking.
Oh, Tamisha, I hear you. I hear you say you want to change. I hear you. I see the passion in you. I see the drive. I see the resilience, like you really want to get it done. And from what I hear you say you have a happy home. Before now, I could see the smile come out. Like I see the smile you had on just for a brief moment when you talked about your children, when you talked about your family, how happy you were before now and where you are now. And I see how the pain came back in and how you're so much eager, like how you so much want to fight and get your family back in that place that they usually would be. It sounds like your deepest concern, it's that unity, uniting your family back together. And you also mentioned that what would make your children happy the most is having their father back home. So can you walk me through what is that thing that is of most priority right now that you need that would help you, because I hear you say you want to change, to make that change happen, to bring that unity that you so crave for your family. What is that thing that I could help you with, that we could work
I
with
just,
together?
I just want to get rid of that demon. I call it a demon. That drinking habit,
Hmm.
addiction.
Yeah.
It's really a demon. I want to get rid of it. I want it to go.
Yes.
I want
I
it. I want it to go.
I
I don't
hear
want to
you.
drink anymore.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. It's good that you called it a demon, because it's actually really it's a demon, ruining, trying to ruin your home, trying to ruin your family, and giving it that name and knowing you want to fight. I give you kudos for that. I appreciate that effort, that fight, that drive that you have to make sure you overcome this demon that you have. So we having to fight together to get this thing done. So now you know it's a deep drinking addiction. You have to put an end to it. So with putting an end to the addiction, right? The working together to get it done would help you, right? Like you said, rightly said. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like if you stop the addiction, your husband, because that's the main reason why he left in the first place. Am I right?
Yes, I know if I change, he will definitely come back. I know, I
Hmm.
know,
Okay,
because
so
to be in this situation is very embarrassing for him. So if I change, I know he'll come back.
I hear you say being in this situation is quite embarrassing for your husband. Can you throw more light on that, please?
Just imagine, counselor, your husband have to come and get you off the street. Just imagine, and like people know me, know him, and I drink till I don't even know myself. So that's what I'm talking about. Very
Yeah,
embarrassing.
I understand. I hear you. I hear you say how embarrassing it is and what your husband have to go through, during your time, um, during your time of getting drunk and being in the street and him coming to get you. Well, could you walk me through um, how this drinking, did you ever have this discussion with your husband? Because you told me um, initially at the beginning that everything was okay. You usually would not drink until you got fired from your job. So did you have a conversation with your husband to let him know the reason why you're drinking this much?
Yes, I actually did, because I told him it's very hard, losing my job.
Hmm.
And that is what caused me to drink. But he doesn't really care. Because of the job, like he just needs me to, stop drink because he said I can actually get back another job,
Hmm.
you know. So like he doesn't see that as an excuse. He doesn't see it as an excuse because I can always get back a job.
Okay. So, Tamisha, I hear you say you had a conversation with your husband. He doesn't see you drinking over a lost job as an excuse to drink. Does that sound right?
Yeah, to me, what he's saying, like I can always get back a job,
Hmm.
So for me, losing my job is not the end of the world. I can always get back a job. I don't need to, destroy myself like that. And
Yeah,
which I do understand what he's saying, but because I love that job and I've been doing it for years, and they just laid me off just like that, it's really hard.
I feel your pain. I'm so sorry you've been so emotional right now. Um, and it's hard, like you said. If From what you said right now, you said you don't want to lose your family over a job because you can always get a job, and that is the same thing your husband said, like you can always get a job, so why would you want to ruin your life? And it's because of a lost job. But like you rightly said, you've put in so much into the job. I understand having to work for somebody for a long time and then you get laid off, but it's a good thing that you have come to realization that you can always get a job and you're ready to get your family back. You're ready to fight to get your family back. Like you rightly said, we have to fight the demon. The alcohol is the demon. It has to go. So, what is that thing you need me to do right now um, that would further help us achieve this goal of
Like
you not wanting to go ahead?
like for me to stop drinking, like I'm here to get the help, or for you to guide me, like, oh, I can stop drinking, you know because I don't think I can do it on my own now. So I'm here to for you to help me.
All right, so that's a good thing. That's a good start. We can work we can work together to achieve that. So I am not is that not my field? But we have people that are specialized, professionals that are specialized in this in helping you get better. And I'm going to make a recommendation for you to see them. So we're gonna get that done in our next meeting because I'm going to schedule you for another meeting. But I just want to know, like you said, now that you're trying to make this change of wanting to get the help that you need, and your husband has already left the house, right? Now that you want to go through the treatment process, which you've agreed to, you wouldn't want us to like get him involved so he could give you that support that you need, like put a call through to him, let him know you have maybe made up your mind to start the, do you think it's
Yes,
something that you would want to look at?
yes, because you will see that I'm making that step. Yes,
I love
thank
the smile
you.
you have on the moment I said if that's what's an option for you. So if you would want, it's something that you would want to put a call through to your husband, let him know, or it's if it's something that you want us to do together, that can be done as well. So we could get him involved in your treatment plan, letting him know that, okay, you've made up your mind, you want to start a treatment. So that way you will have the support that you need because it's a journey, right? That you need to go through. So if it's something that would give him, joy, like, okay, fine. Because correct me if I'm wrong, you said at the beginning um, the reason why he left was because he wanted you to get treatments and you declined, you were not going to have treatment. So um, having him being here to support you would be, like you said, would be a great thing that you would love to happen. So we would work on that together to see that your husband gives you the support that you need. So before I let you go, I would like to go through all that we've talked about today. And you came in telling me about how stressed and how depressed, unhappy you are about your situation because you're an alcoholic. And the reason why is because you lost your job, which you've been working for a long time, and you got laid off for no reason, which led you to drinking. And as a result of that, you drink to the extent where you drink to stupor, and it was embarrassing for your husband. You also said that he has to come pick you up from the streets and everything. He asked you to go for treatment. You declined because you felt you were not addicted, you were okay, and he left the home. So since then, your kids blame you for what has happened for their dad leaving. And now you've come to the realization that there is more that you want your family back. You can always have a job. A job can be replaced, but your family cannot. Does that explain everything that you really come here to tell me today? Is there anything that you want to tell me that I didn't cover today?
Uh, oh, that's it.
Okay, okay. So if there's anything that comes to mind that you need to share with me, feel free. You can tell me now or when you come in on Tuesday if you have any concern. I would set you for an appointment on Tuesday next week, say 1 p.m. Does that work right for you?
Yes, yes. Tuesday, 1 p.m. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, all
Oh,
right.
Tuesday. Oh, my head is so mixed up. You said Tuesday at 1. Let me
Yeah,
see. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday will work.
Okay, so
Definitely.
okay, that's good. So another thing I could do, I will have my secretary call you on Monday. Is that fine to give you a reminder? Would that help?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll get a call on Monday telling you you have an appointment for Tuesday, and then you can come in so we can start the planning for how you're going to get your treatment, where you would get the treatment, and every other thing would be laid out for you. And also, we could share the appointment time with your husband if you permit us to do that, and we will let him know you're here. You've come in here for counseling. You requested that you want him to be here with you on Tuesday to support you, to go through all the steps on how you're going to through your stage of recovery. So if that is okay, that's something you want us to do, to give your husband a call as well, to let him come in on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. So, Tamisha, thank you so much for coming in today. I hope I was able to be of help to you.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Thank you.
all right, so I would see you on Tuesday then.
Okay. See you.
All right, so you have a lovely day. Take care of yourself
Thank
and
you. Thank
have a nice
you.
day. All right then. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.